As we carry on, rescuers are continuing their search for a 6-year-old Soweto boy. Khayalethu Magadla fell into a manhole last Sunday. So far, efforts to find him have not been successful. Malungelo Booi is live in Soweto this afternoon. Malu, good to speak to you. You've been on the ground since early hours this morning. What is the latest?
Well, Hugo, perhaps let me bring you up to speed with what we've been seeing since our arrival here at around 9:30 this morning. Rescuers, including members from the emergency services and South African Police Service, started digging extra trenches and manholes, essentially, in this particular area as they were searching, or as they continue to search for Khayalethu Magadla. So I'm standing next to one of the trenches that they dug. So what you see here is something that they did it early this morning. So you can see that there's a concrete slab in front of you. So what officials are going to do now, Hugo, is to remove this concrete slab so that they can be able to gain access to this water pipe, or this line of the sewage line, which they're actually trying to access. So we're told that there's about 8 manholes in this particular stretch, and each and every one of those manholes will be searched by officials as they continue to search for Khayalethu Magadla. Earlier on, I spoke to Robert Mulawuzi, who is the spokesperson for emergency services here in Johannesburg. He told us that they will not stop searching for the little boy. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, so far, earlier on when we watched the other footage, we were having some hopes that we might be able to locate the young boy in between that main hole where they came in and the one before it. So hence we had to send our technicians along the pipeline. And then on the other side, we are creating another trench, as you saw it, because we feel that we might be closer enough to the area where we, suspecting that, we might be able to find something. So what's happening is we're trying to sweep along the pipeline to make sure that we remove any uncertainties. Unfortunately, as and when we went in, the technicians managed to cover about 90 meters from where the main hole was, but unfortunately they couldn't find anything. So we'll be moving up now, up on the other side of the railway line. You'll see there's a railway line, and then next to the railway line there's a pedestrian bridge. So we'll be putting our robot from that main hole where we were now, and then the robot will go up the main hole towards on the other side of the railway line. So up until we find another main hole, and then from there we'll study that footage. After that, we will send again our technicians using our external air supply system to make sure that they are much more safer, because we want to eliminate all the risks which they might have as they go on.
Robert Mulawuzi there, Hugo, he speaks for the Johannesburg Emergency Services. Okay, now what you're seeing here, then you're seeing some of the personnel from Johannesburg Emergency Services. They're going to try and open this slab so that they can gain entry to this line here. And I was also able to speak to some of the community members earlier on, Hugo, who were explaining essentially as to what happened. Can we listen to that, please?
And they just, said that Khaya fell on that manhole. As he fell on that manhole, he rised again up, you see, and then he went down. So to us it becomes strange and also, unexplainable to say such a thing like this. It's a mystery, for a child to rise up again on the pipeline, So we don't know really what has taken our child. And we see days going by, and the situation in terms of getting him alive is becoming lesser and lesser each and every day. And even, the mother is breaking down more and more spiritually and emotionally. So there's a lot of trauma that is happening to the family as we speak.
Hugo, that's one of the community members that we're able to speak to in the morning, explaining essentially what has happened. But what we also saw were some of the residents from this particular community that were searching along the Klip River, just searching for this young man, trying to assist emergency services as they continue with their work to try and find little Khayalethu Magadla. Hugo.
Well, thanks for that update. Certainly one of the things that is clear is that the amount of trauma, obviously not just that the family is going through, but the trauma that even members of that community.
Certainly, Hugo, I think everybody in this community is traumatized by this incident. And everyone, essentially, I was talking to some of the women earlier on, and they usually come in the afternoon to pray here as emergency officials work as they search for this young boy. You know, women would come and pray. They're saying that all really that they're hoping for is for this young boy to be found and to be returned to his loved ones. And of course, what emergency officials have actually said was that the chances of finding little Khayalethu Magadla alive have become slim.
Mali, thank you so much for that update, and our thoughts and prayers obviously with the family of little Khayalethu.